Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Grappler Union podcast. Anthony Zito alongside special guest host Andrew Shawchenko. On this episode, we have Ilya Bodnya in studio. Ilya is a black belt under Jeff Serafin and the owner and head instructor at Ilyas BJJ. Enjoy.
It ain't the 6 minutes. It's what happens in that 6 minutes.
You told me using any technique that works. Never to limit myself to one style. Keep an open mind.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over.
In order to become more peaceful, in order for you to become better and strategize your life.
All right, we're live. Yeah, so no alcohol.
I'm gonna buy some White Claw.
You can buy whatever you want, but I'm just not a big. I don't like the taste. I did it in my 20s.
Right.
I did, and I was just like, because they were social. Everyone's at the party and everyone's bringing beer, and so I'm like, all right, I'll drink, and then as I got older, I'm like, wait, I don't have to do this. I can just order like a Coke or a water. Okay, I'll just do that.
But then you are that guy. It makes everybody else uncomfortable.
It does it?
Yeah, because then you're the guy that's like, oh, I wonder if Zito's watching me right now. Like, is he judging me? Because he's together.
For sure.
Is he
For sure,
me?
I'm judging you. 100%. No, I'm not doing that. All right, so we have Ilya in studio. Did I pronounce it correct?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Thank you.
That's the best pronunciation of my name I've ever heard.
Thank you. I've been working on it.
And the last name? Go
Bodnya.
Zito.
Yeah, I can't do the last name. I do the first name. I'm good with that.
It's the best.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Man, great.
Yeah, long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I do enjoy our roles, though, whenever it's Serafin's.
When was the last time?
It's months. It's been a long time. Yeah. But it was his open mat. You ever been to Serafin's open mat?
No. But
All
see,
affiliations.
you guys always talk about it. I've always wanted.
It's
I gotta
epic.
pick up my game.
It's on Fridays, so we're actually missing it tonight, and it just started. Or no, it starts at
Usually,
what time,
like, guys
5:30?
get around at like 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some start early.
Right,
Because
right.
they got to get out because, like
Right.
me, I got family and stuff. So,
Right. But it's a great open mat.
for sure, man.
It's
From
so fucking hot in there, though.
5 to 7. Yeah, it does.
You want to lose weight? Go to that open mat.
Really?
Oh yeah, you're losing
We try to make it
pounds.
like it is in Brazil. They have no air conditioning, no
Yeah,
nothing
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's epic. I love it. The fucking mirrors are just smoked at the end of the night. You can't see out the windows. It's great.
Hard to breathe,
Hard to breathe.
slip and slide.
Yeah, and then you got Jeff Serafin slothing you to death. He's just like, and the pressure's so great.
On the podcast, I've heard you guys chat about the slothing abilities.
Yes, it's real. It really happens.
I train with a guy. Let me tell you guys, it's no joke. You know what I mean? He's been doing it for a long time, so he's honed that little skill.
Yeah.
Big skill.
Yeah, big skill. Yeah, it's impressive. But your game is also very impressive. For a big guy, I consider you a big guy because I'm very small. But how big are you? What do you walk around at?
Like 205.
205? That's a big
Yeah.
guy. And you're how tall?
Like 5'11",
5'1", yeah. So you're a big guy.
5'10" and a half.
But you move not like a big guy. You move. Your game's a little different than Jeff's. Like I would look at you and think you would be more like Jeff's style, but you actually are a little more flowy and move.
I mean, I say it every time, even though like, we come from the same school or like I come from under Jeff, like I've caught a lot of things from him, of course, you know what I mean? For a long time, he was a big influence in my game.
Yeah.
And, eventually I had to start making things work on my own, right? Like, so, because you're in charge of your own jiu-jitsu.
When do you think you realized that?
Oh,
Like
probably.
what belt? Because it's hard. It's not like blue and white. You're like, I'm just gonna do whatever he says.
Right.
Every time you go to class, you're going to learn technique like this. And while you're in your infancy of jiu-jitsu, whatever the rank may be, some blue belts are inadequate, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But, whatever the case may be, you realize that eventually once you start like putting things together, and then what happens is because you only get to work on a certain few things, like let's say the instructor is going to work, okay, this week we're going to work on knee on belly, or this week we're going to work on the back, right? So you're only doing the stuff in class, but what about all the other stuff that you need to work on as well? You know what I mean? So lucky, for me, I was brought up in a really good environment where Jeff was very welcoming and really opening to that. And so like, for a long, long time, I used to come in at like 5 o'clock, which was, an hour before the class. I would get together with training partners. We would drill, isolate work on certain positions, techniques, stuff like that, and then we'd have class, and then after that we'd roll, right? So that was my addition, in addition to what Jeff was teaching in class.
Extra credit.
Right, extra credit.
Right.
But you have to want it yourself, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to be the best I could possibly be, you know what I mean? And if you don't work on it, you can't possibly get better. And of course, you get better. There's, of course, a progression, you know, like a progression line. Like, no matter if you do classes, it'll be really, really good for you. But if you really want to be good, you got to put in the extra work. And I feel like the speed and stuff like that comes from me from watching like other players and stuff like that. I think it's important to be fast. Not only is it important to be like a sloth, you know,
And smash, right?
for sure. You got that part of the game down too. You know what I mean? When it's important, I like to switch to the heavy side. But when it's also important, I like to move really, really fast because it kind of discombobulates the bottom player, and they don't know
timing.
they don't know how to respond. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you're having the best of them.
Were you always athletic growing up?
Not like really, but kind of tried to play things here and there, but not really. Like I did karate when I was like 7
That's a lot
to
of
like
movement.
to like 8. It wasn't great, you know. It wasn't anything serious. Then we came to the United States.
Where are you originally from?
Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Yeah.
Nice.
Half
Ukrainian.
Half Ukrainian. My father's side, Sachenko.
I'm part Ukrainian as well. That's right.
There you
I
go.
am.
Oh, I thought you were totally full of shit right there.
100%
Oh,
serious.
there we go.
Yeah. So I mean, my mother, I think, is like a quarter or an eighth, something. I know it's very thinned out by my generation, but yeah. So my great grandmother was half Italian, quarter Polish, quarter Ukrainian. So we have it in our family.
Awesome, dude.
I know.
Ukrainian podcast.
There it is.
Yeah.
We got to put like a
Hashtag
yellow and blue
you go.
background on the picture or
There
something.
you go. But so you're originally from Ukraine.
Yeah. Lived there till I was about 10 years old. And,
nice.
Reuniting of the family and stuff like that. We got this thing that we can reunite the family. So we came to the United States in 94.
To Chicago?
First to Chicago literally for one day. And then my family that we reunited with,
Yeah.
they took us to St. Louis. We lived there for like 8 months.
Okay.
It was really hard there, you know what I mean, for work for my parents and stuff
Right.
like that. So we had to move back to Chicago because they knew a lot of people here. And
So many Ukrainians.
there was like a big saying here, if you couldn't find a job in Chicago, you couldn't find a job anywhere.
I see.
Right. And so, eventually my parents started to do a lot better.
Did you live in like Ukrainian village, like that area?
No, we lived like Rockville and Rosemont. It's around the Devon area. I don't know if you know what that is.
Yeah.
I used to live around there.
Okay.
But in the city.
Yeah, Clinton Elementary School. That's where I went to. So
Nice.
What about high school?
by the end of that, I went to high school to GBN because my parents moved us out to Northbrook. So
Oh, Northbrook.
fun times.
Yeah. So you moved around a lot. So then you like in high school, were you doing sports? Were you doing all that stuff?
Okay,
or
it was really funny. So I was working at this company called Optics Planet. It was an online retailer. They did anything with optics, binoculars, monoculars, rifle scopes, range finders, microscopes, all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eventually, they became Everything Planet. But anyway, I had a friend over there. His name was Oleg. One day he came to me. He's like, "Dude, do you want to do a martial art?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Do you want to do a martial art?" I'm like, "What kind of martial art?" He's like, "It's like everything." I'm like, "What does that even mean?" And this was like probably before I even saw like the first UFC or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I saw like clips of it here and there. Just couldn't really understand what it was.
Sure.
And so these two guys came from Lithuania to the United States. One was like a SWAT, and one was like an ex-Spetsnaz. You know what I mean? So those are two pretty badass dudes. And so they started to teach kind of classes. It was like $50 a month for unlimited sessions or whatever, but it was like 4 times a week and stuff like that. So
in Northbrook?
No, that was in Chicago, actually,
yeah.
on like Devon and California area around over there.
Okay.
So they taught us like that for a while. You know what I mean?
What were they teaching you?
It was like this guy knew Sambo,
Okay.
and like a lot of grappling. So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit like, skittish, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. So like, it's hard to do cohesive things with that, but it was really good, right? Like, proper break falls, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Intro
like,
stuff. You intro got a lot of basics. Yeah.
Right. But it wasn't like intricate as like jiu-jitsu, Oh, here's a closed guard. Let's do a system of 3
This is
techniques.
in what? This is the 90s?
No. This was like 2007.
Oh, 2007.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. So we fast forward a lot. I was still in high school with you.
No, man.
Sorry.
I passed. That was like 3 years later after that.
I see.
Got out of high school, started working over there, worked there for a little bit. Eventually, this guy told me about
Okay, cool.
the two dudes.
How old are you?
Right now?
Yeah.
34.
Oh, 34. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're good.
We're clear?
Timeline's in my head. All right. So you're in the Sambo classes and you're doing
Sambo and like judo,
Right.
you know, that's what the guy taught. And the other guy taught us like, it was like boxing and like Muay Thai and stuff like
nice.
that. Yeah, so that was pretty exciting.
How long did you do that for?
Did that for like 8 months, you know what I mean? The guys couldn't sustain it, you know what I mean? It was like $50 a month, you know, everything. Like they couldn't sustain it, you know? So one guy became like a limo driver. The other guy opened up his own gym of like kettlebell lifting and stuff like that in Highland Park. He owns it right now.
okay.
Actually, I subleased from him the space
Dude,
where,
really?
where I teach jiu-jitsu right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm still in contact with that guy, which is really, really good because I've known him for a very, very long
Funny
time.
how that
Right,
works.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then, how'd you get into jiu-jitsu?
Man, so then what happened is after we did it for a little bit, those guys quit, right? Or you know what I mean? I understood they couldn't afford.
Of course.
You know,
Life happened.
right. So I think I tried to practice on my own a little bit with the guys that I knew that were doing it with us in class. So I bought some mats, and so Idas, the guy that I know, he allowed me to use his basement and put the mats down there, and so I helped the guys throw down with a little bit of money to help me with the mats and stuff like that. So we did that for a little bit. It worked out fine, but that's the thing. If you don't have a high quality instructor, you don't know exactly what it is that you're doing, right? You could watch no matter unlimited amount of YouTube videos, but it's no replacement for a quality instructor that's going to tell you, okay, this is the problem that's happening right now. You're going too far over here, or you're going too far over here. That's not what I showed. You know, you're leaning here. That's wrong. So
Yeah, definitely we were just talking about this on the last podcast. Definitely those smaller details. It's
Very
just,
important.
It's impossible.
that's huge.
Nothing without experience. Like you have to have
You
it.
have to have that external feedback. You don't get that from YouTube. Yeah, so we did that for a little bit, and then I think I decided that we were going to do a tournament. So I did a tournament. It was a Naga.
Okay.
No. Wait, I'm sorry. It was a combat do tournament in Cicero.
Okay.
Okay. Ran by Bob Shermer. You know that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was like a while ago. That's when I did it. So I came out there, lost my first match to a pretty big dude, and then won my second match by a calf crank that I learned from Andre Nagao and Hanette Stack. When they came here to Chicago to try to teach jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
I was their like training dummy that they showed some techniques on.
How'd you
It's
get mixed up
weird,
with them?
dude. It's weird. They tried to teach jiu-jitsu, I think, at some school in like, I don't even remember the name of the neighborhood. It was like far out north, like northwest.
Okay.
You know, like I want to say somewhere around maybe where Koran School is. But
Way out, like Crystal
like,
Lake.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
but I
that's
don't
far.
remember the name of the neighborhood,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So Idas drove me out there to be the test dummy for Andre Nagao.
When you were the test dummy, did you
Right.
know you were the test dummy for like multiple time world champions?
I had no idea, dude. At the time, I had no idea who they were. You know what I mean? But yeah, quickly I looked them up, and I thought that was cool, right?
Oh, yeah.
I actually thought to myself, it's like, man, I could probably take this guy. Man, he wiped the floor with me. It was really fun.
Of course.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. Like, and I couldn't understand. I thought I could do better. I thought I could,
Yeah,
do,
yeah.
you know, isn't it always like that?
Always.
Always like that. So that was a part of it. So I don't know what they ended up doing after that. I don't think they ended up teaching over there, right? Obviously, they had their own
Right.
school,
Right.
like somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
Tournament. How'd the tournament go?
Tournament went. I got third place. Obviously, 2 matches, right?
That's not bad.
It's all right.
Training in the
It's all
basement
right. So
with
I
some
got, I
mats.
got the calf crank that they showed me. It was
Right.
a calf crank from half guard, bottom half guard.
From bottom half guard.
If you can reach the person's foot and like you can crank it over your
Okay,
own foot
yeah.
while it's there. Okay,
That
it's,
was
it's
it.
really
Simple.
weird. Right,
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it.
I
Crazy.
Don't overthink it. Just get third. Like just win.
Learned it for the first time. Got it in the tournament. Like
Beautiful.
literally. So
You
see,
still,
like
do you still
need-
use it to this day?
no,
No.
nah.
Fuck that.
No, it's not comfortable anymore. Anyway, so then what happened is we continued to train a little bit more, and then the Naga came around. Okay, and the Naga, I don't remember what I signed up for intermediate division, like because I thought I was the shit or something like that.
I'm assuming
yeah.
this is all Nogi, right?
This is Nogi. Yeah.
I assume so.
I had no idea at the time.
I'm sure.
I had no idea. Nothing
I was
about
the same
gi.
exact way.
Right,
yeah.
right, right.
What
Like,
is the gi? Why
what-
am I going to put that on? Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
like I mean, I've seen it a couple of times, but I thought it was like, man, dudes in pajamas, it's not comfortable. You know what I mean? They're like slowing each other down. You know what I mean? I didn't understand much, obviously, but so the tournament, the Naga tournament, didn't go all very well for me. I got neck cranked from the guard in like I don't know 3 minutes or something like that.
From the guard.
Well, I had him in the closed guard, and the dude neck cracked me like this. You know,
Oh,
what
you
I'm talking
can't
about?
open it.
Can't open it, right?
Yeah.
That's legal in Naga?
It was legal
Oh, it
in
was?
Naga, right?
Damn.
There's
Well, I mean,
Not anymore.
their refs aren't known to be the
true.
most. it may have
that
possibly
was
been
like,
illegal.
dude, that was 2007, man, or something
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? So
I guess, yeah,
I got
yeah.
hurt in the neck, had 2 herniated discs.
Oh, that'll
From
mess you
that?
up. That'll mess you
Yeah.
up.
I
Holy
didn't
fuck.
I didn't know what the hell was happening, dude. I didn't know why I should tap or why I was hurting or what the hell was happening in the first place. I've never seen one before.
That's so crazy.
Well,
to
that's
think
what
about,
happens when
right.
you don't train with
Yeah.
anybody that has something to
Right.
explain
How would
about
you
a
know?
lot of positions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, this is this. This is this. This is this. You know what I mean?
Fuck, dude. You're just trying to beast out of it.
I was, dude.
Yeah, of course. Right? You're like, fuck that. That's not a real move.
Because it doesn't it doesn't seem like a real move. I
Yeah.
remember
No, I
some
know.
white belt did that, and Andre was like, "You can really hurt somebody because
Yeah.
you don't think about it, but it's all upper neck, and those are
Yeah.
little,
Yeah.
those are little joints, mess with little bones.
Yeah.
yeah, you can really mess somebody up. That's fun.
Was out for like, I don't know, like 8 months, maybe a year, something like that.
That's a long time.
Right? And then I had like just no desire to do anything like that again.
Yeah.
Right? Just no desire. And then and my other friend, his name is Alex, he literally just had to find Serafin Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, right? He found it. It was called the Evanston Boxing Club at the time. They had a sweet deal. It was like a $60 a month membership, unlimited classes of anything. They grandfathered like a bunch of us in at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
$60 for boxing, Muay Thai, yoga, jiu-jitsu, something they called X-Bike, CrossFit, you know.
Everything together.
Right? Because they were right by Northwestern University and they just wanted to get all the kids in. That was
Sure.
before they built their, like, whatever awesome gym lifting facility,
Okay.
right?
Too good to pass up.
Right. So that was that. Where was I again?
You're just
Evanston.
Serafin.
You just found out about
So
Evanston.
my friend literally had to freaking handhold me. You know what I mean? He fucking handheld me and brought me to that facility. You know, and then as soon as I got there, like right away, I knew I was in the right hands. You know what I mean? Jeff was a brown belt at the time. I was like, oh my god, this is all I needed. Was a high quality instructor to
But
show
he's in
me.
the gi.
It didn't matter because I
didn't
just
matter.
enjoyed it right away. I knew
Okay.
I was like I sucked. I got my ass whooped really quickly.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I knew like, oh, I want to do this. This is pretty much the same thing.
But at that time, was he still doing gi and no gi?
He was doing like no gi twice a week.
Okay.
So he was doing gi
Right.
the rest of the time.
Right.
It was a lot of fun.
I bet. Heck yeah.
Man, like back
It's like
then,
2009?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Back then, technique on YouTube was scarce anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure. It was no way as prominent as it was now.
Right. It was scarce anyway. The stuff that you saw on YouTube was the crap that the Hoyce Gracie and Horion Gracie showed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like obviously, you know, with the right details. You can probably use those techniques, whatever they showed, but
Right.
you know the way they described it on a level like that's impossible to even get exactly how the details behind this movements and what you really need to do.
Yeah.
So
Man. So then you're at Serafin's then, huh?
ever since, man, that's it, dude. I saw it, I felt it, I understood that. You
When
know,
did that switch over from Evanston Boxing Club? Because it's not in the same location.
well, once the club like closed down, like somebody bought out the building that the club was in, and basically the owner went off to find his own gym, and Jeff kind of split with him and
Yeah.
took the students and found his own place to rent.
Yeah.
So, funny part is they're together again. You know what I mean? In the same building.
Yeah, right? In the back area is the...
This is where they do the boxing.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
so interesting. I've never gone in the back area. I see the door open and close. I kind of peek in there, but I'm like as the door opens, I look and I'm like, all right. It looks like a big room in back.
It's a nice room, dude.
Is it?
They had like this guy come out do all this beautiful graffiti and stuff
Oh,
like
really?
that. Yeah,
Oh, cool. So it looks like urban looking in there.
yeah, it's pretty dope, pretty rad. I like it. I like training there when the jiu-jitsu section was there. They had other mats there.
Oh, really?
So for a brief period of time, Jeff sessions were over there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was pretty dope.
Hey, maybe you can do that in that room there.
I mean, we can because they have these really nice Fuji mats down over there. You know, like the tatamis.
Yeah.
They're really, really nice. But the problem is people use their shoes there all the time. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
none of
yeah.
us want to catch that ringworm
No,
stuff, you know, or anything like that.
But they do have to walk through the gym to get to that area, right? Or is there
Yeah.
another entrance?
There's two entrances.
Oh, there's one in the back?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
right.
Man, that's so crazy. So 2009, you're officially
Yeah,
started
like
training
with Jeff,
jiu-jitsu.
yeah.
But you had so many like meetings with people in the jiu-jitsu, like Hanet Stack. I mean, it's so
Yeah.
crazy.
You would
Yeah.
have thought I mean, you walked right past a really
The
good
best of the
instructor and
best of the
found
best.
another really good instructor.
Right.
But, you know, you found a...
Yeah, I had no
you
idea.
found a-
That's years apart, though.
crazy.
The thing is,
Think
I
about
didn't know
crazy.
that. I didn't even know that I was going to chase them.
Does your,
you know what I
does your
mean?
friend Alex still train?
Yes.
Does he? Oh.
Yes. He's a blue belt today.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Blue?
Dude, he's had 2 kids, you know what I mean? Rough life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so
So he gets you in.
he gets me in, and I
He
mean,
takes
he's still
off.
there with us, but he's, you know, he's
Yeah.
has a job, he's got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
kids, he's got a, you know, he's coming in a little bit less, training a little bit less. Some
Yeah, yeah.
people get their ranking a little bit slower, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
So many stories like that. It's crazy.
There's, you know, I'm the guy who's like, I'm super like scheduled. You know, I'm like, okay,
I think the word is anal, but
Yeah.
you can go with scheduled.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna go with. So like, I train, you know, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and I train from 6 o'clock to 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I don't miss a day. That's it. That's my schedule.
I
awesome, dude.
never have to guess when Zito's in the gym.
Right. No,
It's
that's
just a-
just that's my
it's a
schedule.
fact.
And I no matter what, I don't care what the fuck is going on, I'm there, you know. But I think in my head when I see people, I'm like, oh, you're at the same, we're training the same amount, because I just think that way. Like everyone does the same thing. But then I realize other people have lives and they just don't do.
Some people don't.
You know,
Yeah.
That's why I
don't
say you're responsible
keep
for
that.
your own jiu-jitsu. You know, I heard
Exactly.
the saying from a friend of mine that I train with. You know what I mean? Like at a certain point, you have to kind of like start taking over, because like you're gonna get a good amount of stuff from your instructor, but the rest of the stuff, like, man, what if your instructor hasn't worked on a guillotine in a year?
Yeah.
You know, or the curriculum might be huge. You know what I mean?
Well,
There's
it is huge.
So many techniques to work on, rear out, right? And so let's say you've been working on guillotines 1 month, and then a year later is the next time you're going to come around again. But you were able to come into like 2 or 3 classes, but you really like the technique, you know? It's on you to go drill it with a partner, get it to
Exactly.
work.
Yeah.
You know, figure it out.
Absolutely.
But at a certain, instructor is not just going to be there with you, right, on your time. You know, he's going to be either there during class time,
going.
right? So, like, you're responsible for that stuff yourself. If you're not at that level, you can't troubleshoot. If you're at the level, then luckily you and your training partner can figure out exactly,
Right.
what it is that you can do to make things better.
Yeah. I mean, recently, we've been working berimbolo at our gym.
How's that?
It's fucking tough.
Yeah, man.
It's tough.
It's tough. It's tough to take the back, right? You can
very
invert, you could get underneath the guy, but it's fucking tough to pull him over in the right
It's
spot.
tough to pull them over.
The momentum.
The
It's
momentum.
hard, man.
So it's-
Especially because they have all these little tiny things that they can do. Shift your hips here, shift your hips
Exactly.
there. You're like, oh shit, should I take the back or should I fucking keep doing a leg drag or whatever?
Right,
You know,
yeah.
come up on top.
But just getting comfortable being inverted next to someone who can, kill you at any moment. It's just like that vulnerability. Like I'm a guard player.
Yeah.
So I'm very defensive. And I throw an offense based off of my defense. As weird as that sounds.
It's not weird at all. It's
Okay.
it's a trap.
Yeah,
it's a
so
good trap.
Going inverted.
Yeah.
Now I'm super.
Super
I'm
counterintuitive.
I'm like fuck. Everything's out. My limbs are out. My hands somewhere where I don't want it to be because I'm reaching around this guy's hip, so my arms totally exposed away from my body. So I feel very uncomfortable, but. I'm practicing it and I'm doing it in roles. Obviously, not doing it roles with high level. I'm doing it roles with like white belts and blue belts, just trying to see if I can pull it off. But it's interesting. I do like the game. It's once you get used to like.
There's
staying
a reason why
inverted.
there's a certain few people that have used it in the game and have been successful with it.
Yeah.
You don't see Buchecha doing it. You know what I mean? I mean, every once in a while he'll invert to do something. You know what I mean? But he's not doing a berimbolo. No. He's not doing that kiss of the dragon. Maybe like once or something. You know what I mean?
I like just to practice. I mean, I have a bag of tricks, and it's not a very large bag of tricks. It's a small bag of tricks, and I like having a small bag.
It's all you need.
It's all you need. But it's interesting to kind of see other things, and maybe just that little bit of an incorporation of, oh, I can take my leg there, and I can maybe drag this out and pull it into something that I use currently.
See, that's the A game approach, bro. You need that pin-sized game to win.
Yeah.
For sure. These are your certain few techniques.
Yeah.
But, you got to explore, of course.
Yeah,
I know you're
exactly.
exploring anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
explore, right.
So you want to learn as much as you can, you know what I mean? Because some things will learn or work better for you than like maybe how you learned them originally. Later on, you see the same technique. You don't think about it the same way twice, you know?
Right. So fascinating.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited to come back with my clean slate from the injury, because I feel like you do just get into that routine. It's like, oh, I know what I'm going to do to this guy. Like, it's worked before. It'll work again.
Right.
I'm going to I'm gonna try to shake it up a little bit. Maybe a little right instead of going left. A little down instead of up. I'm gonna try something different because my game was getting pretty predictable there. I was getting beat by a lot of people, and they were just like, I remember like right before I got injured, people were just like, "Oh, I know what Drew's gonna do. Like I got that." So I gotta switch it up for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in our school, you know, we roll with the guys all the time, so the games are gonna be everyone knows your game, you know. But I kind of enjoy the challenge of that, you know, because I like to figure out, okay, well, he knows exactly what I'm gonna do, but can I still do it to him? You know, I love that. I love being able to do something that you know I'm gonna do, and still pull it off. Oh, it's the best.
There's that, and then there's the other best feeling is when you've secretly learned this technique and you've been drilling it with somebody else and you don't tell the other guys, and all of a sudden you start hitting on them left, right, and center, and they're like, "Oh my God, what is that?" And you're getting on me. So that's another great feeling. You know?
Don't worry, I'll show you after class.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. So what's your game? I mean, I roll with you, but I don't know.
I don't know. My
Explain
game
it to somebody who has never rolled with you. What do you? How would you describe yourself?
My game. Don't know. I don't know my game. My game is like
you're athletic for a big guy. I say you're very athletic, and it's interesting.
At a tournament, do you pull or do you take down?
I pull.
Yeah, I pull too. Hell yeah.
I mean, it's not right or wrong. No. I think like earlier when the because in the beginnings, judged. Remember I started with the sambo and judo guy, right? Yeah. So like I thought I had these takedown abilities and stuff like that, and like while I was a white belt, blue belt, I was actually able to pull off a couple of takedowns here and there and stuff like that. But as it started to get, you know, in the purple belts and the brown belts, man, stuff started to get a lot harder because those guys were just so much better in the stand-up game than me, okay? And that's only one part of the game, you know what I mean? Why waste your energy on that? You know, like when other guys, like, I know you guys have had, like, Matt Layton here on the show before, yeah? That guy's an amazing guard puller, you know? Boom, touch, down. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's up now? You got to engage, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's clever, you know what I mean? That's a smart way to start the game. Boom, play the game now.
Yeah.
And let the top guy come to you because you have all these, you know, defensive, offensive moves, or so you call them. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's a brilliant part of the strategy that, you know, allows that, I think. So, like, maybe the person that's less athletic can actually be in the game, you know, just by quickly making a decision like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. When I fought at Masters Worlds last year, I stood fucking way too long. I was just why am I standing with this guy? He's a wrestler and he kept shooting, and I was able to block maybe one or two of his shots initially, and then eventually he's gonna get me down.
All you have to do is just touch hands and sit down.
Sit down. What the fuck? Grab his car, sit down. Okay, now this is where I want to be. But it's a 5-minute match, and I wasted 2.5 minutes on the feet. Oh, what the fuck? I can't sweep this guy in 2 minutes.
This is what I was saying. There's this big, I don't know what this huge emphasis is now on anti-butt scooting, anti-guard pulling, but I'm over it. I'm over it. Every time I've wrestled, I've hurt myself. Like I'm not made for it. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm pull guard 30 seconds. If you face me in the second round, be ready because I'm gonna pull guard again. Like I'm actually worried about that because I don't change it up at all. As soon as I get ahead,
dude, as long as your guard pulls are on point, there's nothing they can do to stop them. Do you know what I mean? Touch, sit. That's it. Play guard, and then just you know, unless you have a bad guard recovery, then it's probably a bad plan. You know what I mean? Because obviously, as soon as people get on top of you, they're like, I'm gonna be aggressive as hell. I'm gonna pass your guard like this. I'm gonna pass your guard like this. I'm gonna try to smash. You know, so
yeah, exactly. But I think, you know, I mean, at my age, learning wrestling is just, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be that double leg, you know, guy who's taking people down.
I mean, you could be. You are real.
I don't think you give yourself videos, bro. There's like little guys lifting like 300-pound dudes. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Little guy like picked him up, slammed the dude down. Come on, man.
I see it.
It's brilliant.
It's brilliant. And I don't know.
But you never know what division that was.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah, but I just you know, it just doesn't interest me as much. I don't know. I like taking the class, and I'll take the class when Mike's there, one of our brown belts. He's a judo guy. He'll teach a class, and I'll take his class, and he'll show throws and stuff like that. And it's interesting, but you know, it's like,
and it won't hurt you. Obviously,
that's the problem. Just learning judo throws is not the right thing to do. You got to learn throws that are applicable to jiu-jitsu. You see, otherwise you're wasting your time because you know, like if you get a good judo guy, like. Should you really be just doing judo with a judo guy? No, dude, you're going to get tossed. Right.
Exactly.
So that's the thing, you know. If you do learn a couple of takedowns, they got to be like jiu-jitsu specific, nice and low ankle pick, something like that. You know, outside single, something like that. You know what I mean?
I see it. Like Timmy and one of our teammates. He does this ankle pick that is like, it's almost. When I see him do it, it's like he's doing it in slow motion, and the guy just falls over. I'm like, how the fuck in a tournament?
It's a brilliant setup. It's all about the setup.
It is. He pulls it off, and I'm like, oh, it's literally in slow motion.
My favorite thing about Tim is if you watch him warm up, because he was a wrestler in college and everything else too, but everything he does, when he does it against a real person, he could do it like shadow boxing. He'll just be warming up on his own, and if you just put somebody in front of him, he'll take that. Like,
right.
It looks exactly the same when he's competing as when he's just shadow wrestling by himself. It's literally exactly the same because it's just in him.
Just in him.
It's crazy.
It's just second nature. He just there it is, and you're going down. He's gonna get you to the
That
ground.
and that duck under, man.
Yeah.
I've seen him duck under so many people.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's impressive.
So having wrestling abilities is useful.
Of course, I know it's useful, but I like pulling guard.
I like pulling guard too, bro.
Right now, this is where I'm.
I don't like pulling guard.
This is what you're working on right now. Guard. Next time you're gonna be like, next time I see you, you're probably gonna be like, I want to be more aggressive. I want to be in the collar tie, bro. Let's go. Let's work some duck unders.
Right. Some John Jones style.
Dude, super duck.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, man.
Fuck. He's coming back. They say he's gonna come back and fight Brock Lesnar.
Are they really gonna allow that guy to fight?
Yeah.
That's such a waste of time.
So they're just not gonna test the both of them, right?
Right. I guess that they're just gonna be.
Might as well because they know both of them are gonna fail.
Brock Lesnar, John Jones in Brazil. No doubt,
guys. It was the meat. I swear, it was the meat.
Yeah, but that's what I heard. That's the word on the streets coming back.
Why even waste? I mean, I know the money's important.
Right.
I understand the money's important. Instant title shot. Let him just take it back. I know he's young, but why waste the time?
What
against whoever?
Stipe and Daniel Cormier. If Daniel Cormier wins and he retires, then what? What's going to happen?
I mean,
I think it's going to be really tough for him to win.
Hell yeah.
Stipe's a freaking beast of nature, dude.
I know it's going to be tough for him to win. 100%. But that's
really
what's
scary,
so interesting. Because a lot of people are betting Daniel to win.
But he has proven himself more, I think, overall. But Stipe is the winningest.
Yes. Well, I don't know.
I don't even know
Daniel
if I just
lost to John Jones.
I think I just take back what I said too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
because
why did Daniel Cormier start fighting at 205 in the first place? Why did he run away from the heavyweights? Because originally he was a heavyweight, right?
Because of his Cain Velasquez.
He was his training partner, right?
Right?
Okay, so Cain Velasquez hasn't been there
for years. Yeah, and now he wants to go back up. Because in Strikeforce, he beat Barnett. Right. He beat everybody in Strikeforce. He was a champ.
Yeah,
and heavyweight, and he's not a very big, tall heavyweight. He's not.
Is Cain coming back?
I don't know. Man.
What was wrong with him again?
Everything.
I thought it was
everything is wrong with him.
I thought it was a head thing, or was it just a body thing?
Dude, you know what? Your body just takes so much beating and such a big punishment.
That's what they say about that gym at AKA too. Like those guys just beat the shit out of each other. Like that's where like Dana White was like, okay, you guys got to figure out how to train better because you are always hurt. Everybody on that team is hurt because they do it for real every single time.
Right. Well, that's how they simulate that.
That's crazy. That's a crazy.
It's a rough gym to thrive in. You know what I mean? You got the top 5 guys constantly killing you.
But is it necessary? Is all that punishment necessary?
It's not, but clearly they produced Cain and whoever else comes out of that camp.
So, I mean, what is taking that much punishment to your body really doing for your improvement? I don't know if
I also find it interesting that that's also a heavy wrestler base. Like all those guys are wrestling base.
Yeah.
Like where it's just like nose of the grindstone, go hard,
mental toughness.
Like it's Fitch, wrestler, Cormier, Cain. These are all like high level collegiate wrestlers.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
Maybe it was just hard to shake that mentality.
Maybe. Yeah.
What's up with Ben Askren though?
I know, right?
Want to see that guy fight?
I want to see him fight too.
He's got great wrestling, bro.
I say put him against either George St. Pierre, or Khabib.
Didn't they just flat out say he's never going to be in the UFC? Didn't somebody?
They did say that.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Why? He had a beef with Dana White or something. He's not licking his balls.
Guess so.
Can't talk shit to your boss. It's not how that works.
Yeah,
you can't.
Well, I guess he talked shit after the fact, after they kind of screwed him over a little bit. I guess, but who knows? You only hear one side of the story.
Yeah.
No one's gonna really tell you the full thing. But I don't know. I mean, I heard that George St. Pierre is going to 155. What?
How is he going to make that?
He says he walks around at 185.
He's fucking giant, dude.
Largest 155er in the world.
He says he walks around 185.
So literally, he didn't do anything for that fight with Bisping, right?
That's right.
Nothing. There's nothing.
Rafael dos Anjos walked around at 190. They were saying sometimes he was 190, 200 pounds. He's a big fucking
Whatever,
dude.
man. When you
And
got
he's
the best
thick.
guys in the business with you, like cutting your weight for you, when you don't
George
have to
St.
think
Pierre,
about that,
yeah.
that kind of
Can you
stuff.
imagine George St. Pierre versus Conor McGregor? Oh my god, it would be the biggest.
It would be a
It'd be
big
bigger
fight.
than Khabib. Bigger than Khabib.
Yeah, exactly, but not as big as the Conor Mayweather fight.
No, not
It'll
that
never be that big.
big. No, it'll ever be that big.
I don't know how we all got suckered into that.
Yeah, it was silly.
What do you mean? It was easy. It was easy. It was Conor McGregor's big mouth, dude. It let itself to happen.
I was
you know?
embarrassed at the third press conference for those fights.
Yeah, it
I
got
was
a little
embarrassed.
weird.
I was like, oh, this
Once
is weird. and
Mayweather
this is-
smelled money, he's like, I could see potential here. Lots of fans from different parts of the world. This is
Yeah, I
going to
want
be.
to see him lose.
Think
My
about it, dude.
fuck.
That was the biggest payday for Mayweather as well.
So big, so big. He's the number one paid athlete.
Oh, I'm sure.
Number one.
Yeah.
Number two are those two soccer players,
Ronaldo
Ronaldo
and Messi.
Messi, and then Conor McGregor. 99 million Conor McGregor last year. 99 million.
I actually thought it would be more than that.
Really?
I thought his check was 6 figures for that boxing fight. I
Well,
thought
he's
that
got
was
to pay
the,
tax on that, bro.
I thought that was the whole thing.
He's got to pay
I
tax.
don't know about taxes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, business owner.
So 99 million he made. So that's
That's a lot of money.
Fucking
dude.
lot of money.
Yeah, dude. But I wonder how much this whole scandal is going to cost him now. Like, you know,
With
this
what,
bus thing where
the
he
New
threw
York
the
thing?
yeah.
Cost him a few million here and there.
Toss him a couple $100,000 and tell him to leave him alone.
Yeah.
Settle out of court.
Leave me
Oh
alone.
yeah, they'll settle out. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not going. I mean, they have it all on film. What are they gonna say? Deny it? I didn't do it.
I'm surprised he was so serious in his photos. Like, I think he'd just be smiling the whole time, walking out with the handcuffs on. Like, this
Yeah.
isn't real life, is it?
I don't know.
That's the image that he wants to. That's the image that he wants to portray, dude.
Yeah,
Unless he was on something, just having a rage.
Well, that's the quote unquote word on the street. is
there's
that
so many like things.
There was a
that-
little bit of. a little bit of something else
little bit
that
nose
might have
candy going on.
fueled, might have fueled his fire.
I don't know, man. You look at people and you kind of figure like, well, is that possible? Like, is he really just doing lines of cocaine and just fucking getting on a private jet and flying over and starting to fight?
When you got
I mean,
that kind of money, what else? What else is there?
I don't know.
John Jones was
What-
the
what else?
light
Oh, yeah,
heavyweight
you're
champion
right.
of the world for years doing that shit.
What else
right.
is there, bro?
Yeah, I
Chuck
guess-
Liddell.
Yeah, Chuck Liddell's coming back.
That's
I guess
such a
who, John
bad
Jones?
idea.
No, Tito.
That's such a bad idea.
Tito.
That upsets me.
Yeah, trilogy.
This is going to be the third fight.
Yeah.
I think one has each, right? Like a win for each. No.
no,
No.
Chuck's beat his ass twice.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Chuck's fucked him up twice.
It's a confusing trilogy.
Yeah, that's right. The trilogy of Tito getting his ass kicked for the third time.
You never know, dude. Chuck's like looking old right now, man.
Dude, glass jaw.
I
Watch
would
out.
think that
Exactly. Look at his last few fights, dude.
Tito
Plus
has
he's had cage rust. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that messes with you, bro.
I think Tito would have the best chance now.
Of course,
Yeah.
100%. I agree.
Yeah.
Because Tito looks good. He looks big.
Yeah.
But he looks. I mean, his last fight. He looked,
And he didn't get knocked out like 5 times in a row for his last couple of fights.
right.
I mean, those were vicious one punch, hit the floor,
When
head
was,
hit
when
the
was
man.
the last time he really fought, dude?
Yeah.
You know what I
It'll
mean?
be-
Like,
It'll
I'm
be
sure he's
horrible.
gonna get tough training. You know, I'm sure somebody that they want is gonna come out and train with him, spar with him, all
But
that
not gonna
stuff.
hit him. Not gonna hit him. Hit him.
But who's putting that on? That's not Bellator.
No,
Who is it?
I don't know.
I think they were just talking about it.
Might be Ryzen.
Although they're not. Ryzen's down for whatever.
That
They're
promotion,
down for
bro.
whatever.
That
They're like, Chuck,
promotion.
we're gonna give you some
Always
stuff to
surprises
work
me.
on that jaw. Here you go.
Ryzen's the one that doesn't care about steroids,
No,
right?
they don't care about it. I don't think they care about
Yeah.
anything.
They should just
Do
both
whatever.
pump.
They put them in freak fights.
Gabby Garcia
Gabby
versus
Garcia,
the
right.
old
Oh, yeah.
lady.
Because of a little
Like
lady.
56-year-old retired lady.
almost lost.
Yeah, right.
Almost lost against that old lady.
That's so crazy.
She did how?
I don't know. Didn't somebody blast her? And she almost.
I think she just kicked
And
her
she went
ass.
baby deer legs for a second, and then
I don't know. I didn't watch I won't watch any Gabby Garcia fights. It's just there's
crazy.
no reason for it.
why can't you just?
Unless she
why can't
fights like a
just-
quality opponent, which I don't know who they're gonna find at that weight class. Who is there? Who is there?
What's her weight class? 205.
huge giant?
230. I don't know.
What is her weight
I don't
class?
know, bro. She
It's
looks so
crazy.
chiseled, man.
She's giant.
You see her Instagram stuff?
Yeah,
Crazy stuff, dude.
she's fucking so big. She's so big,
She's way bigger than me.
dude. She's bigger than all of us.
Crush me.
Put together.
Yeah, man. I mean, but when you're that big, what are you gonna do? She should just go back to IBJJF.
That's why. I, don't- I, why can't people just be happy being a multi-time jiu-jitsu world
Because there's no
champion?
money in it. 'Cause there's no 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 money in it. 'Cause
There is, you know.
I think there is.
I mean, maybe in seminars or something like that, opening up your own school, something like that. I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, Worlds, they get paid. How much did the first place? 15 grand?
what? They doing that now?
I saw checks. Did
What are
you
you
see
talking
checks
about?
for 4,000, for 1,000, for 15,000?
What?
No, that was the rankings though. That was if you're the. I mean, which she would probably be the number one ranked. But I think
Oh, those
that
are
was,
for number one rankings?
Yeah, I
they
think
get checks?
do. Yeah, they get checks.
Okay,
the
so
top
that's what it
three.
was.
The top three get paid at the end of
There you
the
go.
at the end of the season.
But they count up all the points. Like, let's
Right.
say you only did the world championships. I don't know that automatically puts you ahead on the rankings, right?
Right.
So
But you're getting paid, right? You do. But
I
you got
mean,
to
dude,
register for all of them.
You know what? This is the first I hear of that. That's really cool, man.
Yeah.
I didn't know IBJJF started pouring
Yeah.
money into athletes.
dude, but she was getting sponsorship money and not
Who,
like
Gabby? Yeah, for sure.
here's,
Dude.
here's
She's
15
got her own
geese.
she's got her own powders or whatever.
Yeah,
Dude, you know what I mean?
it's not
Got
like
her
here's a
own,
couple
like-
geese. They're giving her checks every month. I'm
Yeah.
sure because she was the winning. I'm assuming the winningest woman in the.
Right.
Yeah, she
IBJJF
was a
history.
dominant champion.
Yeah.
One time stripped of her title or something.
Was
Somewhere.
she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she lost to Mackenzie Dern one time.
No, stripped of the title for like they popped her for roids. Or
Oh,
something
yeah?
like that.
Oh,
yeah. Stopped her for something.
So not everyone gets tested, though, in that. It's if you win, they test you in the IBJJF?
I
know
thought so.
Yeah, I thought so
Yeah.
also.
And I think it's
No,
all-
dude, they
thought it was only
randomly
black
did it because I think they tested like I think this one year they tested like Kyotero and stuff like that. They knew people that won that weren't gonna fail. That you know, obviously don't do drugs. You know what I mean?
Right.
But a bunch of them like failed.
Oh, wow.
You ever remember that hashtag free Braulio?
Is that what that? Oh.
You know, Paulo Miao, dude. Come on,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
This is it's rampant in the sport because there's no real clear cut testing, method. Because
Zito's on steroids.
I think
Yeah, I'm on all of them.
dude, you look phenomenal,
All
bro.
the good ones.
Like, let me get that.
Yeah,
You want some of
I
that?
want to look better.
Yeah.
we know why you look so young.
It's the non-drinking lifestyle.
That's what it is. Water. Ice Mountain. I should be sponsored by Ice Mountain because that's the only water I really like to drink.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're not like a Voss guy.
No. I like
Voss,
Ice
maybe a
Mountain.
little Fuji.
No.
Fiji.
Fiji.
Fuji.
Yeah. Ice Mountain. That's my brand.
It's the drink of choice.
That's my drink of choice. Yeah, it's my drink of choice. Sometimes I like it on the rocks. Sometimes just like straight up.
Straight up, maybe.
Seriously? Like when you go out with friends at night or something like that, maybe like once in a while, once a year or something like that, to a bar, you'll never have like a bourbon or scotch
No.
or something like that. Nothing, dude.
Nothing.
I could see you getting into
Goddamn,
scotch
bro.
though too.
Goddamn,
Because you're
bro.
fancy like that.
Yeah, right. No,
I
no.
admire that. That's
Thanks,
the
man.
willpower.
It's a lot of self control, man. How do you get the poison out? How do you get the angst out? You just always wait. I've never actually seen you angst. I've
No.
never seen you.
No, I just
No
do,
anxiety, no
do
stress.
jiu-jitsu, man. That's it.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is like the
the jiu-jitsu lifestyle, bro.
That's it. I love it. I love it so much. I wish I could. If I didn't need the recovery days, because I just need those. I need my Tuesday. I need the Friday and the Sunday to recover. I would do it every day, if I could just keep my body there.
How old are you now?
42.
42.
Yeah.
God damn, dude, you look like you're in your 30s, bro. That's why, dude.
That's why.
It is that abstaining from the drinking, bro.
Maybe. Could be.
God damn, you look good, bro. I'm gonna be considering this now. Maybe drink once a week.
Yeah.
There might be something to this.
There may. Who knows? I don't
God
know. Or
damn, dude, you got good genes,
Just
man.
good
Yeah.
genes. My mother looks very young for her age, and my father's a runner. He runs everywhere. He's still 70. He fucking runs.
Like runner,
Like
sprinter,
No,
runner,
like long
marathon.
distance, like marathon runner.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Different physique.
different physique. Yeah, he's got a runner's body for sure. Real skinny legs and just cruising. He's just hauling.
Built for what's that called? Like he's compact. Literally his body's for running.
Yeah, he's like 5'8". I don't know. What
No
he is,
extra
about
muscle.
160.
I don't have a runner's
170.
body.
No, you don't have a runner's body. Did you this time off? Did you be watching what you eat, or no? You just
No,
no.
not really.
What are you walking
I
around
tried
at
to.
right now?
Let's say if I was at like peak training, that's probably like 190.
Okay.
Probably like 205.
You're at 205 right
Probably
now.
getting like 15
You felt
pounds.
heavy the other day.
Yeah.
You felt a little heavy.
But I will say, I mean, I am very fat right now. But I was able to lift a lot sooner than coming back to jiu-jitsu. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping some of that was strength. It's probably a good like 50-50 fat strength. Like I'd go and lift and like I'd be like, oh, I'm putting up some good weight.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it'd be like, I really earned that pizza. I really
Yeah.
earned that pizza tonight. So,
Dude, that's what he was talking about earlier, right? Just be fat, be heavy. They know what's coming. They can't do anything to stop it. Steamroll them.
trying. We're gonna see. I was heavy on Zito I also have a good 70 pounds on you. Yeah. We'll see if it works against you or guys like you in the future. Then we'll be like, oh, I got it down.
Yeah.
It's got to be proven against.
But I'm kind of happy that your first roll back was with me.
Yeah,
I'm kind of happy.
It was good.
That was good.
It needed to be. I needed somebody that good jiu-jitsu, tight, not gonna go crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
Good. Still pulled quicker than me too. I was surprised. I was like, oh, is he gonna make me go on top?
Yep.
Pulled so quick, it was crazy.
You guys started on the feet, yeah?
No, we started. No, we didn't start on the feet.
We didn't start on the feet. No. So plus the beginner's class
pull
too.
Pull my top. I go right for the hip. Give me. Yeah. So I started one knee down, one knee up. I just pull them into my traps.
Are you talking in general?
Well, no, just during this particular role that you guys were talking about, because you're like, I pulled you into my guard, and I was like, oh, well, you guys started on the feet, right? No,
5-6 duos on the mat, so it was getting a little. Only when it's a smaller class do you typically start on the feet.
Yeah, I don't like to start on the feet personally. We have some killers that start on the feet.
You got to, bro. You got to drill that timing for that guard pull.
Yeah, we usually when it gets closer to tournament, like we have a tournament in August, right? So Chicago Open's coming. So like a month out, we'll start doing guard pulls. Andre puts it in our drilling
for sure
for that.
So like, is there a specific arsenal that Andre likes to drill, particularly before tournaments, or like?
Nothing.
Is it like every year it's a little different or something?
Yeah, he changes it up, for sure. But he tries to really start thinking about when we roll, what points, what we're doing. He's always like, okay, how many points is that? How many points is that? He's always keeping that in there.
I'm a black belt, bro. I don't think about points. Like sometimes when I'm in it, it's too hard. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
That's why it's really important to have your coach by your side. While you're competing, he'll tell you what needs to be done. You're like, bro, you're down. You gotta fucking pass. Or, bro, you're down. You gotta take the dude down. You know what I mean? Then you go from there. You know what I mean? A couple of many matches like that have cost me.
Yeah.
Ilya, go ahead. I was gonna say, do you have a fairly competitive school so far?
Not really.
Just kind of starting out.
I mean, I've been going on for like 2 years, almost 3 years now. You know what I mean? But I've a few solid students, but people have busy lives. You know what I mean? I only run 4 classes a week.
Yeah.
So, but they're getting a lot more competitive. You know what I mean?
Everybody gets the fire at one point.
2 people have already been competing, you know what I mean? So more will compete soon, you know what I mean? It's not important for me if they want to or not want to compete. It's up to you, dude. I just always wanted to experiment with my jiu-jitsu, whether it's worth any salt against the people that I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, is the stuff that I'm learning, any effective? Is it really good? Like, is it good to get me to a certain level, like the world-class level?
Right.
So.
And you did win Master Worlds at Brown?
No, I didn't win. I lost in the finals of the Absolute. So that's the time when I didn't have a coach. Like, my buddy, he was out in the stands. He was yelling, Ilya, you gotta pass. Ilya, you gotta fucking pass. I'm like, I didn't fucking even hear him, dude. I thought I was up on points, and I was like, at this point, I was already stalling because I didn't want the guy to sweep me. So I was trying to get a good base, good posture. The thing, little did I know, I was fucking down, dude.
Oh man!
In the fucking final, of the Absolute, of the Pans. So yeah, you can't be doing that kind of shit. You know what I mean? You need, Like, you either need to pay attention better to the points, like Andre's making you guys do. You know what I mean? Because sometimes your coach.
But in the match is very.
Sometimes your match can't. Your coach can't always be there for you. You know what I mean? He's not.
Of course.
He's not. He's not your personal assistant there 24/7.
Yeah, especially when you have other people competing and he's got to run around.
Exactly. There's a school. There's a it doesn't.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, man. When was the last time you competed? Now.
It's been a while, dude. I don't even remember. I had a fight scheduled against Carlos Archila of Lake County BJJ.
Oh yeah, for which promotion was it?
It was the Fight to Win Pro.
Oh yeah,
the one that happened in Chicago.
What happened?
I got injured a week before the fight, dude, and that was it, dude. That was all she wrote. That was like, nobody even knows, you know what I mean? I had 2 MRIs done. People looked at the knee, this, that. They're like, bro, there's nothing wrong with you. I'm like, yo, I know it's there. There's a problem. Like, when I sit down in the guard, I can't really kneel well. Can't really.
So you felt something in your kneecap?
It's like behind my knee.
Behind your kneecap?
Behind my knee. So, like, not the kneecap, like behind the side of my knee. So let's say I sit down in the guard, right? Yeah. So if my butt touches my heels, I sit, I'll be fine if I don't do anything. As soon as somebody starts, like, moving me around or anything like that, I feel like this crunch that happens right behind my knee makes me make my legs stiff. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. So it doesn't matter because I've been modifying everything since then. You know what I mean? I'm starting to feel better with my jiu-jitsu, but, modification.
So they couldn't figure out what's wrong with it?
No, dude. So
what? Nothing.
Yeah, dude. I
MRI,
went
nothing.
Two MRIs,
X-ray?
nothing, dude. So the one time they pulled out some drained some fluid out of the back of the knee. Nothing, dude. Didn't even help. You know what I mean? Then I did some rehab at like Atletico. Never fucking go there, bro.
Really?
Never go there.
Why? What's
it's
up?
like the fucking Walmart of rehab, bro.
Is
You
it?
don't want to be doing that kind of shit.
man.
You need people that'll pay attention to you. Their fucking lead guy was working with me. You know, like I was like, oh, I'm getting good hands. This motherfucker was like working with me and 3 other clients together at the same time. You know what I mean? He's not paying attention to what I'm doing.
Yeah, I've heard some things about.
Have you?
They do get paid. They get more money. They get incentivized to take care of more people at a time, basically. Right. Yeah, my cousin who does physical therapy, hers more is like for seizures and strokes and all that, bringing people back from that. She was just like, I got a guy. It's very one-on-one. Like it was the best. Yeah, she was just like, if you can avoid it, don't
go to
depending on how insurance works and all that stuff.
Yeah.
She's like, the chains they're not great.
I didn't realize. I mean, I've seen Athleticos. I never really thought
They're all
of it
over
as
the
a
place,
chain.
bro.
Yeah, they're
Because it's like
I
a
know.
fucking, I don't know, lens crafters, or it's like it's like a Walmart. It's like the fucking Walmart of rehab, bro.
Wow. Okay. That's unfortunate, but whatever.
Yeah.
What are you gonna
So
do?
I'm trying some other alternatives right now. I got a guy that's doing acupuncture, so we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know about that stuff. It's tough. It's tough.
No matter what, placebo works, dude. Say whatever you will. That stuff works. If you think it's working, it's working.
Right.
For sure.
I guess. Put some like I know Paul likes magnets around his like wrist. He wears these magnets.
See, there you go.
And
Why
he's
is he
like,
doing
my,
that?
My wrist feels better. I'm like, it's a fucking magnet. He goes, no, it's real.
There you go.
Hey man,
See?
he goes, my wrist doesn't hurt. Okay,
Cool.
You're right. It works.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, whatever.
Did we even address the fact that Paul's not here?
Oh yeah,
Or is it just
sorry. Andrew Shawchenko
Sachenko, sure.
is guest hosting the podcast today. He's doing a good job, I think.
Savchenko?
Thanks, man. Yeah.
All right. Totally Ukrainian, bro.
Yeah. There's a C and a Z right next to each other. Makes no sense.
Yeah. So Paul is fucking working. Like he called me the other day. He's like, listen, Ant, he goes, I gotta work 12 hours and then go home, sleep, and then go back to work at like midnight. I'm like, what the fuck? He's doing this for like a month straight.
That's what
It's
we do here in
crazy.
America, bro. We work, dude, 24/7. We slave ourselves, bro.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy. So
It's not right, man.
no, it's unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. I don't like it. I mean, I run a business and I work a lot, and I get it, but
You don't take your own advice. I don't either.
I know. I do because you know what? I always make it to jiu-jitsu. It's just the way it is. But I
Well,
have to do
that's
that.
habit, bro.
Yeah.
You make that a part of your life.
that-
That's it.
that's it.
That's it. It's set in stone. It's ingrained in stone.
Right.
You wake up every day at this boom.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we
I
can
had-
rain or shine no matter what.
Right.
I was arguing the other day about going on my honeymoon because I was like, I don't think I have time. I don't think I can take off of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Good luck
I'm
with
going
that.
to.
Good
Yeah,
luck with
I'm
that.
going to, but I'm just saying.
You gotta take off
Yeah,
work.
I will.
Trust me.
Yeah. Do that one.
It's weird. I don't know what that mentality is. Put your head down and just go. That's always what it's
What's the
been.
plan for the honeymoon?
Oh, I don't know. I'm staying hands off.
Yeah. Let her figure it out.
Wherever you want to go, sweetie.
That's it.
Love you, babe.
That's it. It's a good thing.
So we'll figure it out. It'll probably be something small.
Yeah. I mean,
Like United States local or out of the United States?
Yeah, I think the plan is probably something chill and then something larger later.
What's chill?
I don't know. Like I was throwing out South Carolina, like
Okay.
the beaches and all that stuff.
that's nice.
Maybe something in Florida. I mean, I'll go to Michigan, small town in Michigan, just hang out for a week,
Yeah, yeah.
do the wineries, just get super fucked up. The
Huge.
yeah, the usual.
Why not go to the House on the Rock? You ever been there?
No, where's that?
It's in Wisconsin. Check it
Oh,
out.
I've heard about that
Yeah,
actually.
go check
I think
it
I've
out.
heard good things.
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Something easy. I don't want to. This is super stressful, so I'm gonna do something chill.
Yeah. I think the House on the Rock. Look it up.
I think I've heard of that,
You'll have a good time.
but you're also giving me a look like there's something some secret that I
Well,
need to find.
It's like
out
a
about
big
it.
museum, right?
It's like a big museum, exactly. Yep, exactly. But it's like, do you do any drugs? Do you do like
No.
weed or anything like that? I can imagine if you did shrooms or something like that, going to that place, you would have the craziest trip ever.
Oh yeah,
It's like,
that's not what I'm about.
it's like craziness.
No, I don't need to be.
But it's cool.
Super
It's
weird,
interesting.
yeah.
I went when I was a little kid, and I went back when I was an adult, and I was like, what was all this? It's so weird, but it's interesting. That's all.
Okay, you want to go together?
Yeah, let's go together.
We'll take a trip with
Plan
one
that
day.
trip, dudes.
Yeah, let's go together, man. It'd be fun.
Sure. Anyway, what are you guys working at Echoes?
What are we doing?
Yeah, what are you guys working on? You know, is there a technique of the week or
Well, so Andre recently went to Worlds, and he brought back a bunch of new shit to work on.
All right.
It's fucking awesome. Like, it's so cool that, you know, Mineko has been in the game for a long time, and he can break down people's game. Like, he studies jiu-jitsu.
You're a doctor, dude. You're a fucking doctor of jiu-jitsu, bro. You can break it down. You understand how techniques work simply because you've been doing it for a long time. You understand mechanics.
So he's watching the matches, and he had no one there competing, so he went there to just watch, hang out with his friends, and just, you know, watch. So he brought back this fucking slick guard. Yeah. Super slick. Super tricky. I forgot the guy who won his division using this guard, but dude, it's fucking dope. It is like, I'm gonna try to incorporate it because it's
big guy, small guy,
small guy.
So like featherweight.
Yeah, I think he was feather.
Shane Hill Taylor.
I don't know. Do you remember
Lloyd Irvin guy?
I mean, he's the guy that was the featherweight.
He was playing lasso, dude.
It's like okay, so it's like a lasso, right?
He was playing lasso.
Mm-hmm.
But where he goes to lasso, but then the other leg, you know, I usually extend the arm with the other leg, right? He actually brings the leg over and puts the heel to the ground. So he's got both your sleeves, right? In between, he's got the lasso in one, and then the leg over the other arm, not pushed in on the bicep, over the other arm, and his heel
heavy on the
heel on the ground.
You're gonna have to show me, bro. You know
I gotta show you.
It's
dope, man.
I'd love to feel that kind of stuff, dude. You know what I mean? That's the only way I know if it works.
There's fucking so much game from there. So much fucking game.
I'm sure dude, that kid's a beast. If you're talking about that kid, you know, he beat that's fucking Hoffa's division, bro. Right? Yeah. Is that who we were talking about?
Hoffa's division. Right.
Hoffa wasn't there. Right. Shane Hill Taylor, he took that. He beat Leonardo Saggioro or something like that from Top Team or something like that.
So I think was it Jake McKenzie too? No, that's lightweight. But it's amazing. That was stacked, and it was open. And I don't think if again. I think people thought he maybe would have podiumed, but I don't think people thought he was going to win. And he's
nobody. I'm sure, but the kid, he beasted everybody.
Yeah,
dude,
like, they showed some sweep that he did on Flow, just like on Instagram. Oh my god, ridiculous! It was basically what we did, what we were drilling the other day.
Yeah.
It's a million times smoother and against the top competition in the world. It was great.
That's what's so impressive. When you go down there, and you see those fucking guys pulling the technique you're watching, and they're doing it on like black belt level, like these high level. You're like, oh my god.
Well, there's technique beyond technique, bro.
Yes, there is. It's so crazy, so crazy. Someone asked me the other day, they're like, man, it seems like you like for beginners classes, they're like they show a certain technique, and then like when we go to the advanced class, they'll show that same technique with a slight variation of a detail. They're like, and then one of the guys was like, why can't they just show us like all the technique at once? I'm like, it just doesn't work that way. You can't just show you everything. You're not going to understand because you're going to miss those steps.
To be honest, that's actually how I teach, dude, in my classes.
What, you show them everything?
I show them everything all at once.
Come on.
Yes.
Everything. Every little
as
detail.
much as I can. I literally fucking...
How do you break it all down?
I start slow and I build it up. Like, I'll show you today, whatever the guest technique, you know. I'll show you. I start slow, I build it up.
Interesting.
Like, I think it's important because, like, if you leave out the details, there's a less chance that the guy is going to perform it successfully. Okay, you could say, okay, let's do this. Mm-hmm. You know, move the arm here. Let's do a tripod sweep. You know, like grab the sleeve here, grab the ankle here, put the foot on the hip, put the foot behind the ankle. Boom, tripod sweep. Right? How you come up, how you hold the sleeves, how you control, why you pull. You know what I mean? Those things need to be explained too. I think that works a lot better. And for those people that have the knack to pay attention just for a little bit, just for fucking little bit, are gonna get so much out of it, and right away their technique flows, and right away from first technique they can pretty much nail it down, or at least 5-10 minutes later they're pretty much doing the right thing. Yeah, you see,
I think those people are smaller than like the quantity of people, like the percentages.
It's all about focus. It's all about focus.
That's true.
If you can just focus, just fucking pay attention to what the instructor is showing. Right. It's not that hard to replicate it. And then what's happening is you're messing it up, right? So you start to, make your questions right away. 1, 2, 3. What's happening here? What's happening here? And he'll address them right away. Pop, 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 pop. Right. Okay. That's how I like to teach.
How many techniques do you think you show in a class?
Well, it depends how the students are receptive of the technique. Sometimes I start for sure with one, right? We start with one, and then what happens is right away, if they're getting it really, really well, I'll show the second one within 15 to 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. And right away, within 5 to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if they're doing it real well, I'll show the third one. Yeah. And then we'll drill, all the 3 techniques for 15 minutes each pretty much, right?
Yeah.
we work through our warm ups really fast.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I have the isolated drilling where you're trying to pull the techniques off from the from the area. You know what I mean? That's when the partner's actually resisting.
Right.
So you're either going to try that or any other things that you know from that guard or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to try to limit you to only the things that I showed. So
That's good.
And then if somebody's having a hard time, you'll stick to one if you feel like they need to stick to one.
usually I move on when I can see that everyone gets the technique down really well. If they're not very good at it, of course I'll just tell them, dude, I'm sorry, you have to drill technique number 1 because you can't do technique number 2. It's just not working because you're not setting up technique number 1 right.
Yeah.
Usually I like to base it off one after the other. I think it's the easiest to work like that. Like it's not the best when you let's work one throw. Today we're gonna work one submission from top side control and one submission from the back, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Like, so I like to piece it together. You know, like for example, last 3 weeks we've been working on like side control attacks and knee on belly. I think it's all in the same family. Boom. You know, side control attacks, knee on belly attacks. You know.
Yeah.
Some collar chokes, some farm side arm bars, some near side arm bars, stuff like that. You know. So.
I need to work on that too because I go side control and I tend to just go right to mount.
See, so
I skip knee on belly a lot.
Who is going to be there to take care of that part of the game for you? Right. I mean, Andre may not work on side control attacks for another half a year,
right?
Depending what his curriculum is, you know, depending what he wants all the students to work on, right? Where he sees the gym going, what everybody needs to work on,
right? So much.
Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe we should start. Me and you are always there half an hour early. Let's do some drilling.
There you go, dudes. That's the best. Like this is one. Me and my training. I called anybody, any of my training partners at the time before I was married, before I had a kid. You know what I mean? Right. Like come in before the class started. You know, I would drill literally for a fucking hour, like 5 minutes on. All right, for 5 minutes, I'm gonna do this open guard sweep and maybe another one. You know what I mean? Or I'm doing it, it's just not working. It's just crap, complete crap. I'm like, yo, can you troubleshoot me? Help me, you know? So
yeah, I can't do after either too. I'm not mentally there. I'm so beat. Like I'm just
after you just want to roll. You just want to roll. That's what I did. So drill technique, then class, and then I fucking rolled. So I did that for like a good, I don't know, 7-8 years.
Yeah,
at Jeff's.
a good 7-8 years.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun for me. It didn't seem like a chore. It didn't seem. It was all fun, and I wanted to learn. I wanted to get good.
Right.
So when did you get your black belt?
Right before my son was born. So he was born in 2017. I got it at the end of 2016, December of 2016.
Nice. And was the goal to always have your own spot?
That wasn't always the goal. You know what I mean? At first, I just wanted to be the best I could be. I even had dreams of becoming a fucking world champion. You know what I mean? But quickly you realize that guys are on a different level. Yeah. You know what I mean? There are black belts and there are black belts. The saying rings true.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's black belts of all walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no, absolutely.
But yeah, you quickly realize what you're worth when you just go to a random local circuit. You know, go to a fucking Masters, Pan Ams. Go do Masters Worlds, and then,
I know
you'll know how it's all gonna pan out for you.
Never went to a big tournament.
Why not? Didn't want to, or what?
Just didn't. I maybe this wasn't the right way to think, but I've had some success in quote unquote the not prominent tournaments like grappling games and the new breeds and stuff like that. I've done okay. I've never medaled in an IBJJF, but I've beaten a few guys. And I think in my head it's like, if I'm not going to even podium at the Chicago Open, why am I going to waste? It would be fun, it'd be a good experience, but I felt like I don't deserve to be there. I don't deserve to be in those.
Fucking smart thinking, right? So. You already know you're out of your fucking league. You see? So. You're being just realistic, Well,
I mean, I could go and maybe beat some other scrub at Worlds like me, and then I could be like, I want to fight at Worlds.
Hey, that's a good way to ride on. So. But you got to win 6 more matches like that.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
What rank are you, bro?
Purple.
Oh, purple. Dude, yeah.
So, it was just always in my head, like, let's step by step. Because eventually, when I was a white belt, I don't know if I've even told you. I mean, I won nothing as a white belt. I got my ass every fight, lost on points. Yeah. You're talking 4 or 5 Chicago, not 4 or 5. Yeah, probably 3 or 4 Chicago Opens in a row. Wow. Like nothing, like not competitive.
Look at your perseverance, man. You fucking stuck with it, and now you're here today.
I literally was just like, okay, your goal is to win one fight at grappling games. Then it was podium at grappling games. Then it was win grappling games. And then it was you just got to get to the second round at the Chicago Open. So
that's huge.
I'm taking my sweet ass time getting to where I want to go. But I'm hoping I'm going to get there eventually.
It's a good approach, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
slow and steady, bro.
I won. Those are all my medals there in the Naga belt. Those are all right there.
Shit, dude. I have 2 belts, dude. I have 2 belts from 5.
Yeah. So that's from white to blue. But I won I won the Chicago Open in no gi and in gi, and that was my goal. Like I just wanted to. I went to Masters and I got destroyed. No, I didn't get destroyed. I lost 2-0. But
yeah, I don't
still,
think you got destroyed.
But still, it was a very big eye opening for me competing at that level. I was like, holy fuck, there's levels to this. Obviously.
For sure. How are you gonna know if you're at that level if you don't go and test yourself, right?
Yeah.
So
which felt good. I mean, I was nervous at that level for sure. More local tournaments, I don't really get nervous, but at that tournament, I was for sure nervous.
More on the line, dude.
Yeah,
far out away from home.
Yeah,
don't want to come home with nothing.
Right.
Plus, when you went too, I mean, I don't know if this matters, but it matters to me. Like there was a big audience from. I mean, Bernie was there. I mean, the team was there. So you want to do well.
All that, yeah. But it's just just so many competitors, so many people there. It's a huge bracket because the brackets in Chicago Open are like 2-3 guys. So, there you got 8, or 6, whatever it was,
which is still a very small bracket.
But to me, yeah, I know. But to me, that's a big bracket. Normally I can't get anyone in my weight. I have to go down in age. I'm fighting kids, during their teens and 20s.
Bro, you look like you're part of the team, part of the crowd, bro.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to tell.
Yeah. So it's just now at that level, I wanted to see these guys are my age, they're in my rank, and see where I was at Masters. And now this year, if I decide to do it, which I haven't decided, Andre wants me to do it, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if I can.
Purple belt. You're looking at a soon to be newly minted purple belt.
Maybe we'll see about that. Let's let it happen first.
It'll happen, bro.
Yeah. So we'll see.
It's just time.
I know. But, competing at that level it's tough, man. It's a tough thing. And I can't imagine at black to compete at that level.
Haven't done it yet.
You have not competed at black?
Been injured, bro. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
remember, I got injured at the Chicago Open. That was going to be my black belt debut.
That was your debut?
That was my fucking debut. Got injured a week before the event.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Open roll.
What weight are you at?
No.
Yeah. Wow. Are you medium heavy?
Huh?
Medium heavy?
No, heavy.
Oh yeah.
I can never drop the weight, so I never force myself to do that kind of stuff. I want to be comfortable. You know what I mean? So like I walk around at 205. Yeah. It's easy for me to get down to 202. It's like one skipped meal and a shit.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's true. Or for me, I walk around 135. So 140, 1.9. I don't have to do anything. I eat whatever I want.
That's the most important part. See, I don't understand all the cutting of the weight because you got to weigh in literally 20, 30 minutes before you're about to get on the mats.
Sometimes not even 20, 30
with the
minutes.
IBJJF rules, right? Like there are other tournaments that probably did weigh you the day before, like fight to win and stuff like that.
And stuff like that too. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
Besides my laziness, the real reason I didn't do it was because I'm middle heavy. I'm like, John's in middle, so just let him do his thing, right?
Yeah.
John's a purple belt at our gym who usually podiums, so I'm just like, let him do his thing. And then the other thing is, I mean, you're literally talking like 25 guys. You go to medium heavy, I think I had 9 guys at middle heavy at purple belt, adult, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna keep the weight on. I think I'm gonna keep that weight on and just go against 9 guys.
I think it was
the last time I competed. I was 1 win away from podium, and I was like, and it was 2 fights. Like it was 2 fights. So yeah. I kind of like those smaller brackets.
Yeah. Well, you're 29.
Yeah.
So this is last year.
Last year, bro.
No,
welcome to Masters.
I think I'm gonna do adult for a little bit.
Oh, you will?
I mean, maybe. At least switch back.
He looks at the brackets at Masters. He's like, oh wait, there's only 4 guys.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll go.
Maybe
I'm
gonna different tune soon, bro.
Yeah,
soon.
We'll see.
Because those beasts that were young too, they're gonna transfer over to Masters anyway. Dude.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a new wave of pool of sharks.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm not just going, okay, well, I'm only going to do Masters 1. I'm going to see what it's about.
Yeah. No.
But, yeah, this is it. 30 years old in November.
November.
Damn, that's soon. So a quick year. It's a horrible year, but a quick year, which is good.
Horrible year because of the injury.
Hopefully your 30th is going to be even like a wonderful one for you. It's a big round number, man. You're going to be a big boy now.
Well, they say your fighting prime is like, what, early 30s, right?
I guess.
So let's hope that's true.
For what sport?
Usually they say in MMA, like they're saying, usually your fighting prime is you might be on the back end of your physical ability, but you're also the most seasoned. So they usually say in MMA, like 28 to 32 is like your fighting prime.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know about that, but you know, in boxing, you're old, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, boxing's a brutal one. It's a lot of shots to the head.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
A lot of years.
You know, even in jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? No matter how good you think you're getting every year, you're just not, you don't have that kind of spunk, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why, you know, that whole TRT and testosterone replace all that and steroids, man, it's just that recovery is so important.
I mean, I'm pro
For
steroids.
sure.
I'm pro steroids.
You're pro.
I think
Let them all do it, right? Let them all do it. It'll be equal.
I don't know how. I definitely don't think. I don't buy the hype that steroids are as bad for you as people say. Like, you know, you watch like the Bigger, Faster, Stronger documentaries.
Yeah.
You watch some of these other. I don't think it's horrible when done correctly. Obviously, when abused, like anything else, you're gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think when done correctly,
What's correctly?
Right.
you know, a lot of people say they experience a lot of side effects. And I know I've known a bunch of people that's taken steroids, and so like, you know, when you stop taking steroids immediately, you're like, oh, I'm done now. Like of course you're gonna have side effects. Your balls are gonna shrink. You're not gonna be able to get an erection because you're basically shocking the shit out of your system.
Where's the proper
basically
net,
what you
bro?
do is you basically you stair your way up, and then you just stairs your way down, and as long as it's
So you have to
gradual,
wean yourself off.
Yeah, as long as it's gradual.
I see.
I don't think.
I don't take any drugs whatsoever. I don't like taking.
No, I don't like taking drugs.
Advil. I don't like doing anything.
I was on.
I hate it.
For my knee surgery, I was on hydrocodone for 3 days, and then I was like done. I literally did it to fall asleep those first 3 days, and I was done taking all that crap. I
Shit
don't
makes
like
me
that anymore.
woozy.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. You feel I totally understand being addicted to it. Like you feel totally carefree, and you fall right asleep. But
Yeah.
it can't be good for your liver. I mean, it's not. It's proven that it's bad for you. So it's like I was out. I was out right away.
Yeah. Man.
So
Fuck. So fight to win. Then you're sign up for the next one.
Nope.
Why not?
I don't know, man. I'm not. Dude, I got to tell you, this thing about injuries, man, it's not only physical, it's very much mental.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just can't get over the certain fear of your whatever limb
I'm
or
with you, man.
the part of your body not giving out on you in the middle of whatever it is that you love to do.
Okay.
You get in a good scramble, and all of a sudden,
Right.
you know, so lucky for me, I've only had a couple of reoccurrent of those jolts, I call them.
Yeah.
You know, but each time that they've happened, they've been kind of less painful, but it's still happening. So like that means, I mean, I'm still trying to push. I'm going a little bit harder in training. I'm doing like this. So just certain positions like triangles are not going to work well for me. Me sitting down in my, you know, in somebody's guard is not going to work well for me. You know what I mean? That's another reason why now I like to be more mobile than than ever before. You know, why go down in somebody else's guard if you can get around it?
Right. Yeah. It's true. Especially if you're athletic enough to do so.
I think I don't think it's that hard, dude. You know, I mean,
Some people
then
do.
what happens? Here's what
Some
happens.
people think it's
I
hard.
start passing on the outside. As soon as it fails, I start smashing down with my weight.
Yeah.
You know,
Right. Hips come on. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's at least my strategy. You know what I mean? That's what I've been doing for the
Yeah.
past, I don't know, at least since I was purple belt.
Yeah. Yeah. Guard passing. I mean, I'm starting to, appreciate it more because I watch Rafa Mendes and his amazing Instagram feed. It's fucking incredible.
Dude,
It's like magic. Watching that guy, I'm like, are you fucking kidding
he's
me?
one of a kind.
He's one of a kind.
I would
You're
like
right.
to see. I think I don't know if he's retired or what he's doing, but I would like to see him compete a little bit more because, like, for example, guys like Bruno Malfacini, right? The guy got 10 fucking championships
Right.
in rooster weight, right?
And Cobino was doing it at 35. Older, much older. I'm sure. I bet you they're not
I
done.
would love to see Hoffa get 10 because
love it too.
those 10 would have been the next 5 would have been the most beautiful.
Yeah.
You don't think they'll get the itch?
I think he's done, dude.
I think he's done too.
Really? Their whole thing was the school, right? And obviously the school is uber successful.
Very successful. Is Uber the word now?
I guess so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the young kids are
I
using
just
these
use it.
days.
Yeah. Super.
Super Uber.
It's ridiculously successful.
It's very
blue belts
successful.
and purple belts and that program that
They just
succeed
fucking
in whatever
two
program.
dudes just won the blue
They're
belt
studs,
division. Yeah,
right?
they just fucking cleared out everybody.
So is it
Yeah.
just? I don't know. I bet you can do that.
So clearly they know a thing or two about jiu-jitsu.
It's incredible, and they everything they do is fuck. And we've talked about this a million times on this podcast, but it's just everything they do is just done so fucking well.
It's because you could tell it's thought out.
Yeah, it's really.
You know, we all do jiu-jitsu, right?
Right.
But there's something special about the way they do jiu-jitsu.
Right.
They have a process, a recovery process from every single pass.
Yeah.
They have a, well thought out, intricate system for their kids program, for their adults program. Their fucking kids are groomed from 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 7 to 9, 11 to 13, whatever,
Yeah.
until they get to the juveniles adult program, whatever, you know? So one would love to emulate something like that.
I know.
It's interesting too, because I mean, you look at those guys, their students, the ones that are the most successful, and it's clear that the technique is there, right? But it seems like physically, these kids are also just as physically gifted as they are.
Yeah.
Like just as fast, just as flexible. Like where are the non-flexible kids
right,
at AOJ?
Isn't
You know
it
what I mean?
ironic they just all happen to reside around the same
Where are
area
the
and go
chubby
to the
kids at
same
AOJ?
school, right?
You know, where's the normal kids?
Right.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Yeah,
like, they're all
look
just
like
super fit.
super athletes.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, man. It's
No, did you see the highlights, bro? Those are the highlights. Those are the best gifted kids of the best
I'm
of
sure
gifted
that's true,
kids.
too.
The program
I'm sure they
is-
have thousands of
The
students.
program is
Yeah.
500 kids. They're showing you 10 of their best.
right.
I guess.
You know, I'm
But
just saying.
I do
Right,
want
right.
to see the chubby kid at AOJ. That'd be nice for me. You know, for myself.
Tear it up too, bare ball your ass.
I'm sure he'll shit all over me. But that's not the point. The point is, it'd be nice to see him every once in a while, just to
Right.
know that he's out there.
Yeah, let them know.
Timmy, chubby Timmy at AOJ.
Yeah. Oh man, so no fight to win. You're just gonna. So do you have a full time job then?
Yeah, dude. Personal trainer by day.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. At that gym?
At a different gym, at the Warehouse Gym and Boxing Club. It's in Highland Park. It's
Okay.
it's like unincorporated Highland Park, so it's like Highwood, Highland Park, Lake Forest.
Okay.
It's like around that area,
Yeah.
like right across from the Fort Sheridan metro station.
Okay.
So there sits the Warehouse Gym and Boxing Club, and that's my daytime gig. I'm there from like 6 in the morning till 2 o'clock. I teach boxing, and it's like half and half, like half fitness, half boxing.
Right.
We'll do like strength training or conditioning,
Yeah.
squats, deadlifts, overhead
wow.
press, that kind of shit. So that's what I do.
That's awesome.
So health is
I
your
like
life,
it.
man.
Yes.
So you don't diet too much, huh?
No, dude.
No.
Life's too short.
Yeah.
I want to have fun, dude. I one friend of mine who also happens to work at the same gym, he says, "Why do anything if you can't overdo it?" Yeah.
Okay.
What is that? Who else says that? If you're going to do something, do it to excess? Or something like
Pretty
that?
much.
I don't
dude,
know.
You know what I mean?
That's-
Like, I do jiu-jitsu to excess. I eat to excess.
Yeah.
I sleep to excess. I do everything to excess.
Okay.
Just because I want to enjoy the living, like enjoy it to the fullest.
Yeah.
Sure.
Life's short, man.
Life is short. It's true.
Unless you're Zito, you're probably going to live forever because you look amazing.
29, 42, 34. Fuck.
There you go, man. That's it. Fuck.
We're getting there, dudes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get there.
I'm just fucking bullshitting. We're not getting anywhere, guys. It's a long fucking road. There's a guy that's in my gym. He's like 60 something years old. He looks like he's in the best time. Like it's the career best, shape. Amazing physique for that age, I would say. You're probably going there for sure.
I have maybe.
You're probably going there for sure. Not me, man.
No.
Oof. No.
You're laying hard.
I'm going Higgin Machado style.
Oh, are you? Higgin Machado style.
You've seen him lately, dude.
I have.
Yeah.
He's incredibly
Big.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the lifestyle.
How dare you insult that coral belt?
He's a
Coral
coral
belt?
belt. Yeah, he's fucking right. He's
right.
coral.
I assume all the Machados are.
I think they all are. Yeah. Yeah.
There's like one that's like not. It's like,
He's not there yet. But no, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I enjoy a lot of good food, man. Shit. I eat pizza, I eat everything.
Yeah, but you see, what I'm saying is you gotta overindulge.
I don't overindulge.
See, that's the difference. That's why you look so good.
he overindulges in work.
I do overindulge in work. But yeah, I definitely limit myself. I just found when I hit my mid 30s, I really felt it change. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to adjust. And I adjusted, and then I came out okay. But you just got to catch it. Catch it early.
I think we're past that point, bro. There's nothing to catch for me now, bro. No, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah. No, I still like to lift and do all that stuff. You know, I'm still strong, or like in certain areas. You know what I mean? I feel good about that. But like,
but you're not overweight. I wouldn't say you're overweight.
No, I'm not overweight. But like
at all.
physique wise, dude, I'm not fucking like some sort of model or anything like that. You know,
Do you need to be? It's not functional for you. Why be like that?
I mean, it depends what people want, right?
Yeah.
So
I always wanted to be like huge upper body, tiny waist, but then also good at jiu-jitsu. I wanted basically like beach muscles, but also be amazing at jiu-jitsu, like that weird where you have to just do everything.
Sure.
And I'm not kidding. Who has time for everything?
That's a lot of time.
should be the other way around. It should be like Tom Platz. You know that guy?
Tom DeBlas?
Tom Platz.
Oh, who's that?
No.
He's like a bodybuilder from like, I don't know, 70s, 80s.
Okay.
I don't even remember exactly what year, but he had massive legs. Like this big.
No, I want giant legs. Oh, I can't wait to lift again. With
He was the man.
Giant legs.
Giant legs. You got to see that.
I gotta pull this guy up.
Tom Platz.
Tom Platz.
You should start lifting, Zito, because you're short and you're lean. You'd get yoked if you freaking started lifting. If you did like 3 months of heavy lifting, you'd be ridiculous.
Really? But then I'd be at what weight class?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Don't worry about that.
Like people think that they go up in weight like a lot. This is a fallacy, bro. Unless you follow it up with a diet, it's very, very hard. Okay, so at the most, maybe you'll gain 5 more pounds.
Oh,
but
really?
You're just gonna get really more solid,
Dude, if
more
you put
muscular.
on 10 pounds of muscle, you'd be a freaking
So
ridiculous.
at most, you probably put on like 5, 10. If you want to put any more than that, bro, do you realize how much stuff you'll have to fucking eat, dude? Looking at Tom Platz,
You need legs like
dude.
that.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I
this
fucking
guy's
told
legs
you.
That's not even real. They don't even look real.
Can you invert like that?
No.
Can you invert with those legs, bro?
Imagine him triangling.
Dude,
Putting you in a triangle.
You would die before he even locks it up. He'd just lock it up on a calf. It'd be over.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
He's so big.
So these are the people that are dedicated to their fucking craft, dude.
Yeah, but that's a little performance enhancing too. For sure.
I'm sure.
For sure.
Back then there were no limits. Back then there were no limits, dude.
They were just eating horse meat and just putting crazy shit in their body.
Whatever. There's no
Anything
fucking
goes,
limiter.
man.
No limiter. What do they call that in the car when you put the gas and they have that thing on the bottom?
Nitrous?
No. So you can't push the gas pedal all the way down. What do they call that thing?
Governor.
No governor back in the day. They were just like full. Give me all the fucking steroids. Shoot it all in my ass. They didn't give a shit back then. Fuck.
You know, back then they had some good quality stuff. Nowadays they dilute shit.
They do dilute it. Yeah, it's a big business now. That's it. You don't have to give them good stuff. Oh man, it's unfortunate that we have to be so aware now of like who's on roids, who's not. I'm so tired of that game. Man. It's like, just tell us what you're doing, and we'll put you in your own group of all roided people, and then who don't want to do it, we'll have your own group of that. What's the big fucking deal?
And that's what
I'm sure there's always going to be the guys that are going to claim that they're clean.
Right. But then try to get on that.
Yeah.
Those are the guys you should never let them compete. Because if they're that much of an asshole, they get
Well, I mean, that's how bodybuilding is. You know that, right?
What's
there's bodybuilding and then there's
bodybuilding.
there's 2 different classes. I'm saying they should have that for fighting too.
I don't remember what it's called.
They should have fighting.
Drug-free bodybuilding is like. I mean, those guys are lean. They're really they get great physiques, but they're not. They're not like Ronnie Coleman's, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But they should think like, okay, if we're gonna do this, let's just have the roided out fucking crowd over there and the clean crowd over here, and call it a day. What the fuck?
I don't know, dude. They should just equal it all out and just let everybody do it all across the way. You know?
Yeah.
Like that one time Alistair Overeem got popped like 14-1 or something like that. Yeah. Testosterone to epitestosterone ratio. I was like, what the fuck, dude? How do you have...
That was just, he was taking the wrong protein. That's what
he was eating.
I think that's what he said.
The wrong horses.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy how big those guys get. Man.
Yeah.
But you still have to do the work to get that. You're not just... I think the misconception, I don't know, to me, when I was younger,
for sure,
people talk about roids, if you stick it and you just get juiced.
Yeah, of course, you still have to put
a whole lot of work in.
Right, so think about the dedication, right? Like the Tom Platz, dude.
Right.
How to get legs like that. How to get legs like that.
Yeah.
How do you get good at jiu-jitsu like that?
Right.
That's what lazy people say. That's what lazy people think. Oh, I could do that, but they're on roids, so I could never compete. It's like, no, that guy, if he wasn't on roids, would still be a million times better than you.
Exactly.
Because he's eating light, he's eating clean,
right, exactly.
he's working out 3 times a day.
It's a huge, Yeah,
if you're
it's-
bodybuilding, you're bodybuilding 24/7. You're only in the gym maybe an hour, maybe 2 a day, 2 sessions, 1 session, depends what it is. The rest of the time, you're fucking eating clean, weighing out your food, knowing what time your next meal is, when to take your naps. You know, it's a lot of hard work. Yeah.
Fuck. So when you're trained, you don't talk about diet or anything like that, or do you
No.
incorporate? No, you
Never.
never.
No, I'm just a personal trainer. I'm not a nutritionist.
Right. You let them just deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's nothing wrong with that.
Do you incorporate any of your jujitsu into any of your personal training stuff?
Like very rarely, very, very rarely. Like sometimes we'll do like a boxing round with some of my guys. Like these dudes are fun. So like towards the end of the round, I'll try to take them down. You know what I mean? I'll just shoot like a double or a single on them like towards the end of the round.
Really?
Yeah, it's funny. We'll do some mitts, right? Like I hear the bell go off. I'm like, boom, mitts off. And then they did like shoot in for a double leg.
Yeah.
Sometimes they fucking stuff me. You know, I did teach them how to sprawl and stuff like that. You know, like everybody knows how to do a burpee, or the first half of it is the sprawl, right?
Right.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun sometimes.
Yeah. So today, what are you going to show us technique-wise? Got something in your head?
Yeah. I got
Should we ruin the surprise?
No, let's ruin the surprise.
Okay.
What are you going to show us?
I'm going to show you how many techniques do you want to see?
How many you want to show? Fuck.
Well, I was thinking of just doing like 2.
That's perfect.
All right. Technique number 1 is it's a baseball choke from knee on belly.
Nice.
Technique number 2 is like a knee on neck choke. Like
Right.
a la Cyborg.
Oh, yeah?
Have you ever seen that?
No.
You've never seen a knee on neck?
I've felt the neon neck.
Oh,
Ryan Courtney did a neon neck. He was in the studio here. He showed us a neon throat or something.
Oh,
like
he
that.
did?
Yeah, he
Oh,
did.
well, there you go.
It's nasty.
That's the technique.
fucking
Maybe I
nasty.
don't have to show it since you already seen it before.
Well, I like to feel it though.
All right.
That'd be great.
For sure.
Heck yeah.
Fucking, Bravo choke it is from
Bravo
knee and
choke?
belly. But it's a
Yeah.
baseball choke, Bravo choke, it's the same thing.
Yeah. Man.
Kind of.
I used to do the baseball choke in no-gi, but I think I was doing poor technique. I remember, I haven't done it in a long time, but I would bring the neck forward instead of bringing my weight downward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just more of it came out like a neck crank as opposed to being a choke.
To be honest, like ever since I've been starting doing jiu-jitsu with Jeff, like for a long time, like everything got kind of remodeled for me, and like I've streamlined myself totally like gi. You know what I mean? I still do a little bit of no gi here and there, but I'm not nearly as good simply because I'm missing the grips and control and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
You rely on your grips a lot?
A lot, I think.
you?
Yeah, well, dude. The gi is an ultimate equalizer.
I agree.
So.
But some people don't rely on grips.
Yeah, I
too
rely on the
often.
grips.
You do rely.
I'm not Marcelo Garcia utilizing the
Right.
butterfly / single
I
leg
see.
X guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll play a little collar and sleeve stuff like that.
I see. I have to do a lot of two on. That's what, because I need to neutralize bigger guys.
So you're grip dominant too.
Well, if I'm going against bigger guys, for sure. If I go
have
some my own size, I don't really rely. I either use butterfly hooks a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I really use my butterfly hooks to move around
Maybe it
people.
works well for you.
Yeah.
Zito started in Nogi too.
I did start no-gi, right?
10th Planet.
10th Planet, yeah. So that was good. And then now doing the gi, it's actually improved my no-gi
For sure.
a lot.
For
So-
sure. Yeah, everything like kind of connects together. Like one helps the other out for sure, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nogi is super foreign to me still. Like
It is, yeah.
I
It's very hard to stay tight. It's very hard. I mean, depends obviously where you are, or being the bottom guy even, right? That's what I was talking about. Like, so.
But it was weird. Right before I got injured, I was going, consistently to the no-gi class, and it came back faster than I thought it was going to go. But that first class, man, that just sucked.
Just one?
Just felt. That.
There's one fucking class.
No, I just that again because it was like, wait, what am I doing? Where am I putting my hands? I mean, I was happy it came back quicker than I thought it was going to come back.
Right.
Yeah, so I really want to pick that up because again, it's time to start competing nogi too. I've never competed. I think I competed once nogi, so I got to pick that up.
For sure, man. There's plenty of local tournaments that come around that do like both a gi and no gi tournament in one day. You know what I mean? Feel free to jump in that. It's a lot of fun, dude.
Yeah. Just get your feet wet in those smaller ones.
I'm literally just going to be like, whatever. I'm just gonna
Grappling Gains is next week. Why don't you do that one?
I can't compete. Oh,
because your knee?
I just got cleared on Tuesday, so they're just like, they go, you're good to go. But
Well, that's
like,
a happy day, bro.
they're like,
Congratulations on that.
Thanks. They're just like, don't be an idiot, and like, they said literally, don't be an idiot and go compete tomorrow.
Oh, did
like,
they say
take your time and like.
So when you say you got cleared, you did rehab and everything else, yeah?
So I had surgery in February.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I've been doing rehab since then, and then I just got officially cleared. They had me doing like lifting. I was doing like light deadlifts, pretty much back to normal. But I think they were just more worried about the impact. That was a big thing. Like,
For
if I
sure,
get hit
for
on
sure,
the
for
side,
sure.
is it gonna, you know, rip again? Or something
For sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Got to use a brace.
Yeah, I've been bracing it up. So yeah, and then I just sparred for the first time yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, so that was good. It felt good to come back. It was good. I'm glad Maneko told me to stop though. I was gonna keep going. I just sparred in the beginners class, and then I did the advanced class, just the technique and everything else. And then he just right when he was like, "All right, guys," he goes, "Get ready to spar," like blah blah blah. He goes, "You're done," and I'm like, "Oh, thank God he called it because I was gonna keep going too." So
Yeah, you look. Yeah, that's there's no.
it was enough. And then we did the positional stuff.
Yeah.
the live sparring and positional side control or half guard.
Half guard
He was
passes.
like, those are almost mini scrambles. He's like, so just take it easy.
Yeah.
So
Of course, and you were going against me, so it's a lot of pressure.
it was heavy, super heavy. This kid, he was talking about his little secrets. His little secret almost got my arm the other day. So he goes, I didn't even get that arm bar. I was like, yeah, no, you got it. My arm is sore right now.
Yeah, you didn't tap.
What's the secret?
Well, no, it's not a secret. It's just like I do certain things in the guard or in butterfly that I allow to snatch an arm on overhook.
Okay.
And I go overhook and I grab the lapel, and then arm is mine, and then I'll allow them to like move my knee to this side so they think they're gonna be able to pass, and I snatch up an arm bar from that position. It's kind of like doing ashi to the arm.
Sick.
Well, he beasted out of it, you know,
And that's why he's hurting.
and that's why he's fucking
Sometimes
hurting
you
me.
get sore. Yeah, dude, that's the part of our sport is that our training partners have to be conscious and they have to know when to tap. You know, he didn't want to.
And why? Why did you say it? Say why?
Because I go, I'm not getting tapped my first fucking roll back at the gym. And I was like, screw that. I was like, whatever. So I
That's
just
fucking smart, dude.
I turned my arm quickly, and I was like, oh, that relieved the pressure. And but the next day I was feeling it. I'm like, first roll back, I'm gonna get tapped right away. I'm like, nah. I was like, I'll just deal
That's
with it.
exactly why you should have let it go.
I said I'll deal with being
It's
injured
my first
again.
day back. I'm not sharp enough today. Sorry,
Right.
guys. You know,
Yeah.
you're like people would have understood.
I said I'll deal with being injured again. That's what I said.
So what's up? You got out of it, right?
You got out,
I got out of it. Yeah.
Okay.
But then he made me question myself. I'm like, fuck, was that not tight enough? I'm thinking like, how the fuck did he get out of that? Like, he didn't tap it. And then he tells me, no, man, you fucked up my arm. I'm like,
Yeah.
motherfucker, why don't you tap? Because I was putting it on. I'm like, all right, maybe I shouldn't let go because my technique.
So you were probably too cautious enough not to
yeah.
actually do anything to
Yeah.
him. You know what I mean? He took advantage of that and
Little
tried to
bit.
muscle out of it.
Fucking muscled out
That's
of
all
that
right.
shit.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Like, I mean, we need those tests too. You know?
Right, yeah,
How else are we supposed to know when we got the proper application?
exactly. Yeah.
So
Next time, just break it, man.
Just break it. Fucker.
So then you'll know.
Then I'll know, right?
then you'll be out again
My
just for
technique
your
is on
arm.
point.
You'll be out again just for your arm instead of your knee, bro.
Exactly.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's
like
all
It'll
right.
be fine.
Even you out.
surgery, rehab again.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
It'll be good.
He'll cry.
Probably cry.
Yeah, you would.
Vicious cycle.
Lose my mind. 6 months, no jujitsu.
Want to go do some jujitsu?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, Ilya, I really appreciate you coming on.
Dude.
Finally, we got you. We've been trying to get you in studio for so long,
man. Thank
man.
you guys for having me,
Yeah,
man. Like,
it's great.
I'm really excited to be here. This is really cool.
Yeah. So tell everyone where to find you.
My studio's in Highland Park at 2068 First Street in Highland Park. So
Any social media?
www.ilyasbjj.com. ILYASBJJ.com.
Do you have Instagram too?
Yeah, Ilyas BJJ.
Oh, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome, man. Awesome.
Try to keep it all streamlined.
Do you ever? Yeah, I have a client in Highland Park, Bella Via, the restaurant Bella Via. It's on 2nd Street over there. You know where it's at?
I
Italian restaurant.
can't say that I do.
It's pretty good. Not bad. For
Maybe I'll visit it for lunch or
For a
something.
suburb restaurant.
I'll visit
It's
it for
not bad.
lunch.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, dudes, let's go. I'll mess you guys up.
All right, we'll see you guys.
All right, people.
And thanks, Andrew, for filling in for Paul.
Whenever I can. Thank you. I
might
appreciate you guys having me.
You might be filling in a lot if he's working all month.
Till he's done. I'll be here if you guys need me.
Cool. All right, we'll see you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. For more information about Grappler Union Podcast, you could visit us at our website at grapplerunion.com. You can follow us on Instagram at Grappler Union. Please like us on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes. And all of our episodes are available on our YouTube channel. Say what?
Be sure to subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to all that shit. You got to do another take, right?
Oh.